Hey guys, I just tried to upload the other video that I recorded about this, but after I edited it and uploaded it, most of it didn't upload. Like literally half of it only went on. No idea why or what happened. So I have taken it down and I'm doing a new one because there seems to be a problem with the footage. Strange, especially considering the subject which is involved in there. So I was telling in that about 50 of you watched it before I took it down, so you might be hearing this again, but 2 nights ago I felt absolutely fine. I went for a run, quite a long run, and I felt good. I came back to Feather's Tail and some stuff went on, and within some of that stuff that went on was a text message from a number that nobody knows to somebody I know, mentioning sympathy for the death of some children and who have died at another organisation, but only due to natural causes, weak hearts because they have special needs or HIV, etc. But also in the text was mentioned the use of witchcraft that is surrounding that organisation, and perhaps the reason for the death of these children. So I said to my friend, would you like me to... My friend has just recently gone on a trip, so she is not with her NGO. And I offered to go there and fast and pray. I said, if you want, I will go there to fast. Now, different people have different beliefs, and I said in the other videos, I'll say again, that just because we don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. And I've come to a point of my relationship with the spiritual world that it's not a case of believing for me anymore, it's knowing. And the way I always say it to everybody is, if you operate on a person today, you won't find the love they have for somebody or their thoughts or their emotions and wants and desires and memories, but we know they exist somewhere. And these are the energetic bodies that we can't see. And sometimes a negative energy, when a positive energy is missing from the equation, will try to influence something positive that is going on, is what I found here. So I offered to go and fast and to pray, because when you fast and pray, you can see these things coming more easily, shall we say. And just on a side note, I've had it here where I left Feather's Tail, and the very day I left, a snake came and killed one of the rescue dogs called Moran. And I don't see this as coincidence. I don't believe that's a coincidence. I see this as timing, and I see this as a message, basically. So however you see it, you might think that this is all just coincidence, or however you want to interpret it is completely different. But I offered to do that. I put the phone down and I was very hungry because I'd been running, and I ate. And Fritzy and I ate the same thing, so it definitely wasn't anything to do with the food, before anyone says. And I told Fritzy, something's wrong with my body. I feel ill. And Fritzy fell asleep, and about an hour later I woke her up and I told Fritzy, I'm about to be quite ill, I can feel it. I then began to vomit, and well, first of all I began to shake, and my temperature rose to a very high fever, and I began to shake uncontrollably and like twitch in my legs, and my whole body was burning. And then I began to vomit, and rather embarrassingly diarrhea as well. Then as the night pushed on, I vomited blood a couple of times, and I still had a raging fever, and I became so weak that, well, it got very serious. And in the early hours of the morning, Fritzy called a friend of ours to ask about an airlift to take me to Nairobi Hospital, because Tanzania medical care is not all that great. And We were told that we couldn't have that because we aren't members of the Flying Doctors, something we're going to join actually today. And if you don't have a membership, they will charge $20,000, which would have bankrupted Feather's Tail and then some. So it just wasn't an option. As chance would have it, here's some other strange coincidences in this. As chance would have it, the day before we met a doctor from Germany who's trying to set up cancer treatment in Tanzania. Now, he's been through every type of clinic necessary to become a high-level cancer doctor, so he's a very qualified doctor. So Fritzy called him, told him what had happened, because he'd only saw me the day before on the afternoon, first time I'd met him. And he said, get John to hospital now and I'll look after him. But they couldn't get me in the car even, I couldn't get to the bedroom door. And I'm much bigger than Fritzy and Ema, who were trying to carry me. That's Fritzy's phone, sorry. So, I couldn't get to hospital, so he had some patients to see. He said, observe for 2 hours. If nothing bad happens in that 2 hours, I'll come at the end of that and I'll put him on fluids and I'll bring the internal specialist who deals with like tropical viruses and stuff like this to see what's going on. So as the day progressed, I felt stronger. I was still ill, still had a high fever, but it got lower. Then on the evening, my fever last night exploded again to very high temperatures, which came with it a horrible headache, with so much pain in my head and behind my eyes that all I could do was literally lay on the bed and moan. And it was horrific, and I've heard so often here, I've got children in my care where fever has given them permanent brain damage, and I began to wonder if I was about to wake up and never be myself again after that. As I woke up this morning, I'm feeling much better. I have just taken fluids and stuff like that, and some fruit whilst I've been in bed, but I'm still sweating a lot. Even as I sit here now recording this, I'm sweating so much, but my fever's gone. And we've just got no idea what happened to me. We've got no clue whatsoever. And the thing is, with everything that's gone on here, sometimes, as I say, it depends on your mindset. And I mean, I can explain it all the way with science. I can easily say it's a viral infection, of course. It's got nothing to do with anything spiritual that we don't understand. But at the same time, part of me can't believe in coincidence like that anymore. When I offer to fast and pray against someone, this thing of speaking about witchcraft, and then this happens within a few hours of doing so. And this is not the first time it's happened to me here. I don't know, for those of you who don't know, I've beat malaria 3 times whilst I've been in Tanzania. I've had malaria 3 times. Each time I've been very sick naturally. I've had typhoid, and it went undiagnosed for many weeks because I had typhoid. I felt ill, went away to Mutwambu Mosquito River and contracted, is that the word? Contracted malaria. My head's fuzzy. And I was found with malaria. I saw it myself in the microscope. So they treated me for malaria. Of course, because they treated malaria, they didn't look for anything else. But I said I was ill before I went there. And they said, well, maybe you were just run down. But actually I was carrying typhoid in my body from bad water whilst I had malaria. So I had typhoid for like 2 weeks, malaria on top of it, and I bested those things. But even with that sickness in my body that I've had and experienced here, having both of those things at the same time and coming out the other end, I never once felt as sick as what I did this night. Never ever. It all happened so fast and so intensely. I said to Fritzy, I feel like something has got inside my body and is hell-bent on killing me. And this is how it felt. I just felt like something was trying to kill me. And whatever this viral infection was or whatever was happening to me was set on nothing other than killing me. This is what I could feel my body just shutting down. And when I started to vomit blood, the weakness became so intense. I just couldn't cope anymore. And this is when Fritzy tried to call for an airlift to take me to Nairobi Hospital. And we both said, we were both very thankful that I was okay in the end. And Fritzy? Fritzy?
Yeah?
What's up? Well, you came in.
No, Modest is here.
Hey?
Modest is here.
Oh.
He wants to say hello because you're sick.
Guys, one of the big brothers from the street children centres come to check I'm okay. Wait, I'll pick this video up in a second. Hang on. Modest has just travelled from town to see how I am, so at least I'm very well loved in Tanzania, that's for sure. So.
Poorly.
Asante. Pole means I have his sympathy, so I'm going to talk to Modest and get back to you guys. Hey guys, sorry Modest came and he wanted to pray for me. It's a very cultural thing if someone's sick to want to come and pray over them. And he wanted to pray to, his prayer was to keep Satan away from me, as it goes culturally here, so. It was very welcomed, and it's very beautiful that people travel such a distance. It takes like 45 minutes on a bus to get to where we are, plus a walk up the hill, which is about 15 minutes, so it's sweet that he came. Yeah, so things were not good. I don't know where I was in my train of thought. Things were not good, and Fritzy and I did think the worst. And I wasn't sure I'd be putting on another video somewhere in the back of my mind with all this going on, because I'd never felt so drained and rattled. I really hadn't, so yeah. But I'm okay now, and that's what matters. And whichever way you look at it, whether you want to explain it away with science, which I can do that easily. I can easily say it's science. I'm in two minds, but it just seemed a bit strange that all this witchcrafty stuff went on, and then I was hit with an illness like no other I've ever felt. And it just completely took me off my feet. So feeling grateful that I'm okay. And to everyone who saw on Facebook that I was sick and said a prayer and things, sent a nice message, and really grateful. So yeah. Hopefully I'll be back up and running. Oh, today I've already been out and about. I said this in the other video because life doesn't stop here. And Feather's Tail admitted a new child today called Angel, who I met at the Maasai the other day when I was making the video. There was a mixture of Maasai villages, and a family came and said they told the other chief, who we know that they've been wanting to meet us for a while, and they had a daughter with cerebral palsy called Angel. And the mother can't really look after this girl properly. So they asked if we would take her. So the mum came today, but I had to get up and greet them. But other than that, I've just been in bed eating fruit all day and drinking water and drinking rooibos tea. So that's enough for me, because even now I'm sweating like something. I don't even know what would sweat this much, but I'm sweating a lot. So I'm going to get off and get some rest, because my mind's a bit scattered. And bizarrely, like I say, my last upload didn't work, so I thought I'd just re-record it anyway. And I'll do another video of Angel tomorrow when I'm feeling a bit better, because I don't want to go near the children when I'm sick, in case I do have something that they can catch. I don't know, but I'll do one so you get to meet Angel anyway, because she's very beautiful, very sweet little lady. So okay, much love guys, and I'll see you all in my next video, I guess. But I'm feeling better now, just sweating, so I'm hoping that's just the end of whatever this is leaving my body. Bye guys.